Chopper, baby, 2000.
Chopper, stick balls.
Director Andrew Dominik. Written by Andrew Dominik. Based on the book by Mark Brandon Reed, or books. Andrew Dominik, this is his first movie. After this, he made a movie called The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
Mixed
Brad
reviews
Pitt.
on that one.
The Coward.
People love it. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, some people like it, some people hate it. I've never seen it.
Then he made a movie called Killing Them Softly with Brad Pitt. That has very mixed reviews. And then he made his fourth movie is called Blonde with Ana de Armas as Marilyn Monroe. So this guy doesn't make a lot of movies. He none of his movies are very popular or big hits. They're kind of like cult movies. Chopper, is 23 years old now. I think I saw it on DVD maybe like in my early 20s. We rented it or something, bought it. I don't know. Got it. But
so did it not come out in theaters? Because I don't remember this coming out in theaters. I just remember watching it on DVD.
Probably a small amount of theaters or something.
Yeah, I don't remember it coming out in the movie theater at all.
Yeah,
I just remember
commercials.
It seemed like DVD was the way to go because people were like, this guy, Eric Bana, is just amazing in this role as Chopper. But before that, we should explain that we got Mike and David back again for Chopper.
Yo.
Hello.
Everybody loves Mike and David.
Oh, thank you. It feels good to be loved.
Right, Mike and David are back. Week 2.
Back in business, baby.
Back in business. Look at you.
Ryan is currently in New York. Ryan's at a New York Film Festival for his movie Home Free, which should be coming out soon.
Oh, nice. He's in a movie.
He was in a movie, and then they would tell him, like, you got to come to New York. You got to come to this film festival. You got to come to New Jersey. And he'd always be like, I'm broke. I'm like working. I need to work. And so
what do they say?
Apparently he hitched a ride on a private jet.
What?
I guess a guy who owns the festival is letting him tag along or something. I'm not really sure.
It's like, all right, you can come in my private jet.
I haven't spoken to him in a while. So
what's the movie's name?
Home Free.
Is it a comedy?
It's a comedy. It's like shot in Austin, and yeah, he's the lead actor in the movie. It's pretty
Ryan
nuts.
is?
Yeah.
And Ryan's usually on this podcast, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the comic relief.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Usually. And then what about Adam?
Adam has his babies.
Oh, he doesn't.
He's I don't know. He's too busy currently. He thinks he'll be back. He says he'll be back, but how could he come back?
Say. How are you gonna come back from 2 kids? That's too much.
The tricky thing about this show is that it takes 2 days to do. Like you need a night to watch the movie, and then you need time to record. And it's not like you can just turn it on and start yapping. You have to refresh yourself with the movie. You have to watch it. You have to really pay attention too, because if you don't remember what happened, you sound like an idiot.
That's a lot of pressure.
I've been there. But Chopper 2000. I love this movie. For me, this movie, it's all about Eric Bana. I mean, he's amazing as the lead. It's just one of those performances where like you would think like, oh, this guy is going to be a star. And then after this movie he was in Troy. He was in the first Hulk movie that Ang Lee made, the really artsy, stupid one, and then he was in
really bad.
Munich, the Steven Spielberg movie, and he was like a handsome leading man kind of guy, and he's not like that in Chopper. Chopper, he's kind of chubby. He's funny. Before this, he was a comedian on like Saturday Night Live in Australia, like a sketch comedy show in Australia, and he would play Chopper.
Did not know
So
that.
it would be
I
like
did not know that. Wow.
It would be like if
It's like the Dice Man or something.
Well, yeah, he's like it'd be like if Andrew Dice Clay played a gangster.
Well, what would Chopper's stand-up be like?
You would do like bits like Chopper does to weather or some shit.
Chopper does a driving school. I remember he did one.
Yeah,
okay.
Because Chopper was a celebrity in Australia. Because of his, like in the movie, you'll see him like, yeah, he's on TV and the news is like talking about him.
As the movie.
And so he became famous through his he's like one of those weird tabloid characters that you just can't, because its story is unbelievable. The thing about the movie is that this movie is not true to life really at all. I mean, it's kind of true, but it's not that true. Like they've really changed things around to make it more of a story, because I think his life is more random, the events. You know, like his buddy Jimmy, the guy in the movie who like he's really close with, and then Jimmy betrays him, and then that guy died in a prison fire in 1987. There is no second bit to that story. There is nothing where like, you know, he goes to Jimmy's house.
Free world. Yeah.
He goes to Jimmy's house and he's got a wife and kids. Like, I don't know, maybe that's like another gangster. They combined like two people to make it more of a narrative.
So you're saying this is based on a true story?
Yeah.
This is based on a true story. It's based on a real guy. And you can go on YouTube and you can watch tons of videos of this guy, Chopper. He died about 10 years ago. I think he had cancer, but you can see his ears.
Cancer of the liver.
You can see his real ears, and they're really fucked up. This is like the one effect they can't pull off in the movie, because how do you make your ears disappear in half? Yeah, like how do you cut off your ear with makeup? You can't really do it. But in real life, he cut his ears off.
Gross.
So, David, had you seen this movie before?
You know, I did. I had watched it a long time ago. I watched it like when it first came out, but I think because of you, people listening, William's my brother, and Mike used to live with me.
Yeah, we all used to live in the same apartment in San
we all
Francisco.
used to live in the same apartment, and I think I borrowed the DVD from you, or you and Mike were saying like, "Oh, this movie's so cool," and I was like, "Oh, whatever." But I watched the prison. I remember the prison scene where he stabs himself, and then I don't remember if I stopped paying attention or if I was just high on drugs and just like lost interest or what. But I didn't see the rest of the movie.
Right.
This movie came out in 2000, so I that would be like a year before we graduated high school. I don't remember seeing it at that young of an age.
No. We saw it.
I saw it early 2000s, 2005,
you were living
2006.
With me.
Yeah, sometime at that time.
Oh, Mike loves this movie.
Yeah, I remember watching it in Castro Valley at the apartment complex when I lived there. And I remember showing it to one of my girlfriends, and she was like, "Why did you think I would like this movie?" I was like, well, "This movie is awesome. How could you not like it? It's so cool."
Yeah, I remember showing the movie Bad Boys with Sean Penn in it to a girl, and she said this is the exact same thing. She's like, "Why do you like this?"
Yeah.
I had my first girlfriend said that about Goodfellas. She's like, "Why do you like this? These guys are bad."
Yeah, that's funny.
But the girl I'm dating now loves this movie. So,
oh yeah, she seen it before?
Oh, she's heard of it. Yeah,
but she watched it and liked it.
She didn't watch it with me, but she liked it. I asked her if she's heard of it, and she's like, "Oh yeah, love that movie."
He's fucking hilarious.
He's hilarious. This movie was really good. This movie blew me away. Like, I remember the prison scene was kind of gory and kind of like, what the hell? But when he got out of prison, it kept my attention. And I have severe ADHD, so it must be. I liked it.
The thing I like about this movie is that it's about real insane, dumb criminal behavior. It's not about like, oh, we're going to do a heist and we're going to rob a bank and we're going to like, do this and that. We're going to have like, security. We're going to take over the security cameras and we're going to hack and then we're going to like steal the gold. And then it's like a big elaborate conspiracy. There's like double crosses. No, this is just like shitty, stupid human behavior. And the people are kind of like, it's almost like a tragedy. Like they're victims of their own idiocy. It's like they can't help themselves. Chopper can't help himself. And also he's just a mass of contradictions.
He's both a criminal and he's working for the cops. He's both sides.
And then he'll brag about working for the cops and he'll brag about the protection. And then he'll say like, I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know who started that rumor. It does have that Raging Bull kind of feel to it where every scene is just a guy who's so insecure,
self-destructive,
but also so transparent with like his weaknesses, his contradictions.
Yeah, he's also tweaking.
He's
when he gets out of prison and he shoots up the speed and he's with that girl, his girlfriend who works in a brothel. The best part is when he was like, who you fucking, and she was like, I work in a brothel, I'm fucking
everybody.
Yeah, goes, who you kissing? Who you kissing? And she's like, just you, baby.
The real Chopper claimed to not do drugs and to hate drugs and all that. And in his book, he said he didn't do drugs.
He didn't shoot up meth. And was he dating
He did have like a friend
that
was like a stripper working in a brothel, but I don't know that they were like boyfriend girlfriend thing. He just said they were like friends, close friends.
Australia has brothels. It's legal.
Does it really?
You can go to a prostitute in Australia, no problem.
Oh wow! So when he knocks her out, and then he knocks out her mom, right? Or was that her madam?
Mom's upset.
Yeah, he knocks her mom out.
Headbutts her. Boom.
He headbutts her mom.
Yeah, that was.
That's
good.
What I mean by this. I mean, if this doesn't keep
pretty
your
brutal.
attention, yeah, it's going to keep your attention because it's shocking and wild.
It's also short. It's like 90 minutes. It's like
It's 90 minutes. Perfect.
It also looks cool. This new Blu-ray looks amazing. It never looked this good on DVD at all. I'm kind of shocked how well it looks because every release looked like shit until recently. But now it's like it just looks fucking amazing. It's cool.
I just rented it on Amazon.
It's so clear. I wonder if they have the new transfer on the Amazon, probably. But
I don't know. There was a $5 version and a $4 version, so I paid for the $4. Yeah, and I own it too.
Damn, dude, you can be chopping.
It was Cyber Monday. It was Cyber Monday, so it was $12.99 or $4.99 or $3.99, and you own it.
Not just rent. This is forever, ever.
Yeah, it was like slash the $12.99, $3.99 because I watched it last week.
He's also a huge egomaniac. Like the movie begins, he's watching his own interview on TV with two prison guards, and he's just he's like loving every moment.
Yeah,
and laughing and like pointing at the TV and like he'll wave on camera and then he'll get so excited like he's waving at us. He's like waving back at the TV.
I remember too when he's in the bar and he meets up with Neville and like he just gets when he sees Neville talking to the girl and like giving her like a good story about how he's doing so well, he just gets so pissed that he's doing good and that someone else would be doing good. It's very funny. He's very egomaniac, like you said.
Mike, how many times have you seen this movie? Countless?
Yeah, countless times, probably 10, 15 times.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
So this is
I
like
like
one
I
of
like
your
it.
favorite. This is one of your favorite movies.
I would say it's one of my favorite movies. Yes, definitely.
You love Chopper.
I
You
do
want
love Chopper.
you
He's the
want to be
best.
Chopper. In a way, you're
Do
kind of
you?
like Chopper.
He's
Yeah.
like the
Do you
best
relate?
anti-villain.
You do you watch Chopper and do you feel, oh, I feel him. I want to do that too.
Yeah, sure,
I
sure.
want
I
to just
wish.
knock that guy out.
I wish I could get away with shit like he got away with so much shit. Clearly,
I
mean, he
know it's
also did a
unfortunate.
lot of time in jail too, though. I mean,
Yeah, apparently from like the age 13 to like 35, he was like in jail almost
all of it.
consistently for except for like 14 months or something. It's
Yeah.
some like absurd amount of jail time. And
Definitely wouldn't want to do that.
yeah, and like there's a similar movie to this that's I don't think is good called Bronson with Tom Hardy, where he plays a similar famous prisoner in England.
It's kind of
like
fruity, though. I don't know. I didn't
You know
like
what?
that
I
one.
think I
Yeah.
might have seen that. It's pretty, or a documentary or something.
It's like artsy, trying to be like an artist.
we don't really
criminal.
do we have any fame? We have to have famous prisoners. I can't think of them like this. So, you know,
America?
Danny
Famous tough
Trejo.
guys.
Danny Trejo is a famous prisoner. He became an actor. Danny Trejo committed an armed robbery with a grenade, which is pretty badass and also very illegal.
Very illegal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And but he became a boxing instructor and he became a prison
Consultant type thing to
yes.
movie. Yeah, I see that.
So he's always he would be in movies like as a prisoner helping out on set, and then eventually they're
Blood
like,
in, blood out.
This guy's awesome. Just keep putting him in more movies. So
Good for him, you know.
That's so cool. Like you're like, wow, you're so psychotic. You get to become a movie star.
But the actor who played Chopper, he's in other movies now. He's like a famous actor.
Not really.
Bana, yeah, he's somewhat famous.
It's sad. Like I looked up his recent stuff, and it's like it's so like it's just like it's all like low budget. It's all kind of like straight to video streaming. It's just I don't know what's happening. Maybe he's just getting the work he can, but
this was his high point, and nothing ever came close, or even to match it or anything.
He's in big stuff. Like he's also in Black Hawk Down, I think. He's in
Yeah.
But he's always like but after this he got in shape. He's just like a leading man. He's just like cool. He's just like a tough guy. Just like I watched Munich. It's fine. But also what's interesting in Munich is Daniel Craig is in that as a supporting role, and it's like, oh yeah, like Daniel Craig became James Bond. Daniel Craig is now like he became the movie star. It's like he was so close to getting those big roles in America, but I don't know.
It was because the Hulk bombed so badly, right? That's what I remember as being a huge problem for him, that the Hulk was just roundly disliked by all critics. And
yeah, it's a very weird movie. That Hulk, it comes from a weird period in like 2008 where it's around when Speed Racer came out, where they would like hire these directors to do their own personal version of a comic book movie or like a cartoon or an IP. Like, so Ang Lee made this crazy ass Hulk movie about like his father is Nick Nolte and he has trauma, and there's like weird transitions, weird effects. It's not like the comic. They would do things where it's like Batman or Batman Returns. Like Catwoman gets thrown off a building and then she comes back to life. That's not in the comic. Catwoman is not like a living dead person with 9 lives. That's totally made up. Like they would just change these comic book movies to be. They would go like, oh, the comic is okay, but let's change it. So, but after a while, they're like, why are you doing that? Just do the fucking comic. This is dumb. This is bombing. No one wants to see your stupid vision. No one wants to see the Hulk. with like weird comic panels and the screen divided up and weird transitions and doing this and that.
Oh, I'm watching the trailer now. Oh wow, the girl from The Labyrinth is in it.
Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, so this was in 2008. He's like a good-looking guy. He doesn't look like a, white trash gangster thug. He's like a cleaned up, like handsome yuppie man.
Yeah,
man.
he's also in another movie,
Actors blow me away.
Funny People with Adam Sandler, and he plays like an Australian guy. That movie was not a huge hit. That was going to be his like
Funny People.
Yeah, it's like this Seth
Is that the
Rogen
one with Seth Rogen?
Yeah, and he's like
Yeah,
working for Adam Sandler, and then at the end, there's this weird
that movie
thing where
was terrible.
Adam Sandler tries to get back with his ex-wife, and then she's married to Eric Bana, and Eric Bana is just like very aggressive Australian guy.
It's like a rom-com.
It's a dramedy.
Sounds terrible.
It's really bad.
Yeah, Judd Apatow started doing this thing where he made the 40-Year-Old Virgin, which was like everybody loved, and then he made Knocked Up, and then he kind of then he was like, I'm going to make an artsy movie. I'm going to make like a drama. I'm going to make something about me. And he made this weird meta film, Funny People. And then he made a movie, This Is 40, which was like about him and his wife, essentially. And his kids are in it. And it just got, I don't know. He just got less funny and more into like celebrity cameos and bad improv.
So Ryan, yeah, fuck that movie. So Ryan's in a movie.
Yeah, he's in a movie called
He's
Home
a famous
Free.
actor?
No, he's a comedian. He's a comedian in Austin.
He's a real comedian in Austin.
Yeah. He has a special.
So he's in a movie, but it's like, how are these? Because I know people that are in movies, but it's like a movie you never heard of. You're like, oh, I'm in a movie. So like, what is this? It's a movie, but it's not a real movie or something. Explain.
Well, there's like,
it's like when you baseball, it's like the minor leagues of movies.
I think of it more like, when you like people make an album.
Yeah.
It's like you can make an album. You can go to a recording studio. You can record it.
Yeah, you can drop an album.
Put it on CD. And then you're like, look, I have an album. And it's like, great. There's a billion albums. How do you get anyone to listen to it? You're not going to be on MTV, it's hard to get. So like, there's these movies now where, people have some savings, or maybe they're businessmen and they have money and they're like, we're going to make a movie because we always wanted to. And then,
oh, it's like a self-published book,
Yeah.
I can't find it on the Google.
It's not out. It's not out yet.
No,
you can't see you see a preview for it? I can't see. I don't even see a preview.
I forget if the trailers. I don't even know if there's a trailer.
No, yeah, I found it. It's called Doing Good in College, right?
What?
No, sorry. It's called Home Free. Ryan County.
Yeah, it's on IMDb. Home Free, everybody.
All right. Home Free IMDb.
But the movie poster says Home Free, Doing Good in College. A group of irresponsible college misfits open their first home to an unhoused professor against their parents' better wishes.
Ryan County.
And that's him.
Picture this.
And that's him holding the dog.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, look at that. So everybody.
And then one of the chicks from Wet Hot American Summer and Stella is in it.
Oh, cool.
She plays his mom.
She plays funny.
She plays his mom.
Hold on.
Funny people.
She's the kissing girl.
The kissing girl? No, she's his mom.
No, but wasn't the girl in
No, not the kissing girl, not the slut with the
she's the one that says such thing I really didn't get to know you.
She's the hottest.
No, not her. I forget what happened to her. It's the one who's like, I need a lube. No, is she the lube for my pussy? No.
Oh, the lube for my pussy girl, yeah.
I don't think she's actually in Wet Hot American Summer. She's only in the Stella TV show and the short
the
films.
Stella shorts.
Andrea Rosen.
Oh yeah, she's in the she's in the movie.
She's in some shit.
She's in something.
But yeah, Chopper. All right, let's just get through the best scenes. All right, so
Let's
the prison,
get through fucking Chopper.
the prison shit is awesome. You know, Chopper is fighting with this guy Keithy, who's based on a real criminal. Apparently, this guy hated how he was depicted in the movie. He wasn't murdered by Chopper. He did not get stabbed to death by Chopper. He did fight with Chopper, but he watched the movie and he hated how he was portrayed as a fucking idiot with like greasy hair who got like stabbed to death.
Yeah, that was gross. But you know, the greasy hair part.
And then they're fighting for no reason. This is what I love about the movie. Like Chopper is like, why do you hate him? I don't hate it. I don't hate him. I don't hate anybody. But he's just so pissed about Keith.
Why we've been at war with them for so many years now?
Yeah, I don't know. And then he just stabs him. And there's a very clear connection to this in Taxi Driver. Like when he goes and stabs him, and he like sizes himself, he like pumps himself up, and then he runs over and stabs him with the shiv. And then afterwards, he like Chopper's like, fuck, god damn it. Like he starts rubbing his head and like walking and pacing, like he regrets it immediately. That's very much like in Taxi Driver when Travis Bickle shoots Harvey Keitel and then sits down on the stoop and then kind of like collects himself and then goes into the house and like kills all the gangsters.
Stabs the guy in the hand.
Oh, well, shoots him in the hand. Yeah, it's very similar. And then I love when the cops, like the screws show up and then they're like, oh, you know, Keith's got himself into a bit of mischief.
Yeah. Just drag him out.
Just covered in blood.
Yeah.
And then there's that awesome scene where they ask like Chopper, like, okay, what happened? And I love how the cops in this movie are always just like they've heard so much bullshit and they just know they're being bullshitted too. And they just have this like look on their face of like, okay, Chopper, tell us what the fuck you saw. And he's like, well, no one saw anything. This guy's looking at an ant and I was looking at him looking at the ant. And yeah, I guess that guy got stabbed. No one saw it. So
clearly a story he like made up and they practiced beforehand. Like, oh, if anything happens, this is the story that we give them. So they all keep their story straight.
And then the cop, one of the screws in Chopper are talking and he's saying like, yeah, they're putting a contract on you, $10,000. And Chopper's like, oh, I like to see him try. And he's scared. He's so scared that he then concocts a brilliant plan, which is him and Jimmy, and then what's that guy named Bluey or Blue? They're going to like capture the guards, douse them with gasoline, and then call the governor,
steal the keys, and then kill everybody.
Put matchsticks in
the prison.
Yeah,
yeah, and then that'll like, and then Jimmy's just listening like. I don't know if we should do this. Like, I get out in 4 months or whatever. I'm not looking to like.
Yeah, Jimmy's like, yeah, fuck you. I'm getting out in 4 months, dude.
This is a crazy ass story. And also, why did you stab that guy for no fucking reason? You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So then, you know, Jimmy takes the opportunity to he stabs Chopper. I guess is he doing it for the contract? Is he just scared? We don't really know, but he ends up stabbing Chopper and Chopper's like, I mean, this is right out of Raging Bull. You know, this thing of like, you know, this is like him and Joey. It's like he just can't believe Keith is stabbing him or Jimmy stabbing him.
Yeah, he's stabbing him in the stomach. He hits him like 6 times. You know,
it doesn't hurt him.
Doesn't hurt him. Is this true? Is this a true story? That can't be true. I mean,
come on. It's like a ridiculous version of something that's kind of true.
So you're like, wow, is Chopper like a superhero now? He's so He's trained his body to not feel pain. The whole time he's like, what? He's got this, his look on his face where he's like not even angry. He's just sad and he's confused. He doesn't understand.
Yeah. He's very
understand why
confused.
his best friend is stabbing the shit out of him.
Disappointed.
You know? He doesn't understand the double cross.
His best friend, him and his best bud, they were just gonna take over the prison and douse the guards with gasoline, and now this is happening.
So he takes off his shirt and you see like, you know, a bunch of stab wounds, and then he grabs him by the throat and holds him against the wall. Realizes, hey, fucker, you know.
He also kind of hugs him, and then there's that weird spot where like they almost look like they're gonna kiss or something, and then he slams up against the wall. It was really weird.
Holds him with one hand. You can't hold your arm up if you're stuck like that.
After you got stabbed in the midsection like 7-8 times.
He's got like special, I don't know, Australian guys are tough. I'll give him
They're
that.
huge. They're fucking giant, apparently. They're
Remember
very
when
tall.
we were in Vietnam and the Australian guys tried to fight us?
In the war? No.
Yeah. No, in the
red light district. We were in the red light district. That weird street where everybody was drinking outside.
We were at the Coochie tunnels, and it was getting really emotional, you know, because they were saying like the American dog army the Vietnamese would, if they had a little baby, they would cut their little baby's throat if they heard American soldiers coming, because that would give away their location, and then the Americans would drop a bomb in there. And then these Australian guys looked at us and they were like, fucking Americans, or in there, you know, and I was like, what? And they were like, they're not even tough. They're not even that good of soldiers. And I was like, what the fuck did you say? For some reason. And then we had like eye contact, and these are big Australian guys with like big sweaty Australian guys in cargo shorts and flip-flops with those shitty tribal tattoos.
Hey, we didn't cut no baby's throat. I'm sorry, the Vietnamese are so fucking crazy that they would like do that.
Yeah,
cut their own baby's throat.
I thought about it. Like, are we gonna throw down with some Australians in the jungle of Vietnam? We'll never get out of prison. Are we gonna end up in prison forever? Like, what is this?
That would be cool. Vietnamese prison, and then it's like Rambo, and they're like torturing us because we beat up an Australian. It's like
we're back in Vietnam, but yeah,
modern day torture.
Or like Deer Hunter. They're like,
yeah,
they play Russian roulette.
Yeah, then we're playing Russian roulette, and we're like, oh shit, we know how this goes. I would have died right away. It was so hot.
Sweating in the shower was too much. I could not handle that. Ugh.
Sweating in the shower, I would have died instantly. Like that. Just from the mosquitoes. Okay, back to Chopper. So then he.
Now he's like sad. He's in the hospital, and they're telling him like, you know, I guess there's going to be a trial or whatever, and Jimmy is going to get money, right? Like $5,000, and now he's pissed because Jimmy's getting money. At first, he doesn't want to press charges, but then he finds out Jimmy, like, I guess they have like a victims fund. Like, if you're a victim, like Neville talks about that too. Like, if you get hurt by a criminal, you get paid in Australia, which makes the criminals mad. So then Jimmy goes on trial. I mean, this is so ridiculous. Jimmy goes on trial, and then he's his own lawyer. And then you start to see Chopper's like winning over the crowd, and everybody likes him. Everybody's laughing about it. Like, oh, ha, Chopper's going to kill Jimmy. And then they don't really explain what happens, but then it's like, oh, Chopper gets out of jail. A few years go by. And then he's out on the street, and he's just like immediately doing speed, banging a chick in a brothel. And then he goes home to his father. And then his father has like a little sign set up like, welcome home, Mark. And his father just shits all over him. He goes like,
yeah,
cheers, big ears. And then you see Chopper's like sad.
Makes fun of his shirt.
Yeah, he's like, is that a woman's shirt? Just laughing at him.
Yeah, so then you get a look at Chopper's home life, you know? And his father is just kind of like, you know, he's not like...
his father's like, in a wife beater and like...
His father's in a wife beater and verbally abuses him, you know?
Yeah.
But doesn't, says mean things and kind of drinks beer. So maybe his father just, wasn't
And this
there
is
for him.
okay. So this is,
Very dismissive.
I don't know if this is accurate, but Chopper is Tasmanian, right? He's
Oh, I don't
Tassie.
know.
He's like always talking about like, I'm going to go back to Tasmania.
He says he wants to go there. I don't know if he's from there originally.
I know he ended up living there. Now, if he's Tasmanian, why is his father in Australia? Like, his father should be in Tasmania, but whatever. So then Chopper's like now dating his hooker, and they go to Bojangles.
His girlfriend, yeah.
Tanya.
And he goes to Bojangles, and this is where all the trouble seems to begin again. At Bojangles, yeah, he does a ton of speed. He's at Bojangles. He runs into Neville. Now, Neville's a guy that he blew his kneecap off with a shotgun. And he like goes up to Neville. He's like, oh, I feel real bad about what happened. And, oh, I want to apologize for this and that. And Neville's like, it's all right, man. It was 10 years ago. I'm flying now. It's no biggie. Neville's rich because now he's selling speed. And he's like a small time gangster, but he's doing all right. And Chopper is just like, you could tell he's like obsessed and he's just burning inside looking at this dude with all his success. His like minor success because he wanted to kill him. And I don't blame him,
What you're a hater too?
You don't like Neville?
Yeah, you would see someone doing good 10 years later and you're going to want to kill him?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So Chopper gets extremely jealous. He gets
And there's also this guy, the Turk, who hits on his girlfriend for like a cigarette or ask for a cigarette. And
oh,
he, like,
yeah.
flips.
Well, she's flirting with that guy, and Chopper is like, so he goes to a bar. He's out of jail. He goes to a bar and he already has, like this guy's insane and he's going to fuck shit up at this bar.
Good things don't happen at bars, people. If you get out of prison, don't go to the bar.
His girlfriend is smoking. Some guy lights his girlfriend's cigarette.
Some Turkish guy with a big nose.
Turkish guy.
This is a very mysterious character. Is he an idiot or is he a gangster?
Wannabe.
Yeah, like what's going on? He knows who Chopper is, right? Like he talks about like, oh, I know you are. I saw you on the news. Because Chopper's famous after that trial with Jimmy.
So what happens next? So
Chopper beat the shit out of the girlfriend and the mom, and then he's also now he's talking to the cops, and the cops are like, I guess this is part of the reason why he got out of prison, maybe, is that he's giving information to the police. So there's a great scene where he pulls his dick out at a bar trying to flirt with a woman.
Oh, yeah.
And now I have to say, when I saw this on DVD, I thought it was a real penis, but now watching it on Blu-ray, it looks very fake. It looks like
interesting observation.
It looks like the Dirk Diggler penis from Boogie Nights. It doesn't look real.
Prosthetic.
Yeah,
the color is wrong.
Waves a big schlong, Because Chopper's got to have a big hog, so he just kind of pulls out his hog and dangles it,
And the cops are like, put that away.
Put that away. That's indecent exposure, because Chopper does whatever he wants. He wants to flirt with the girl.
The girl kind of likes it.
Whips it out. Yeah, she giggles.
Yeah, that's why her man gets all pissed and runs her out of there because she liked it. And it was one of Neville's dudes too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
didn't connect that. So he
goes
Then he goes to Neville's house, and this is where we see Neville. Neville is,
which is dumb as hell. Why would Neville? Yeah, Chopper is desperate. He comes in. Hey, let me in. I'm not going to do anything.
Because Neville's not a real gangster. That's the other thing. Neville's not tough. That's a big reason why this whole thing goes to shit so quickly for him. Because, yeah, he should be more careful. He shouldn't be letting in troublemakers. But
no,
you can see that Chopper just walks all over them in this house. This like little party house, just like Boogie Nights. Like, I got a swimming pool, I got chicks, I got dogs. Do you like when he gives his dog speed?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
No, they love it.
They love it. And then like
the dogs do.
And then if you say their names on the bulls, apparently the dog will kill you. But Chopper goes in.
Smart thinking.
He's hanging out, and he just is like, "All right, give me the money." And they're like, "What money?" He's like, "Give me my money. Just give me money. Give it to me." I'm like, Chopper, what are you doing? Stop. Because like, I guess
he's
there's
robbing
like
them. Shakedown time.
It's like they're friends though, like they're old friends.
They're not. Like, he shot him in the leg.
I know, but I wonder if
that's what Neville thought they were old friends. Clearly,
it's like they don't think of him like a rival gangster. They don't understand. They don't, because they're not messing with him. It's like, you know, they're friendly with him. So anyway, he pulls a gun out, he starts counting to 20, counts to 20 really fast. Neville's gets shot. And they're like, you fucking shot him. All right, drive him to the hospital. So he drives him to the hospital, and then he's embarrassed about it and is constantly saying, like, no, I didn't drive him. Why would I drive him?
He gives him, the purpose. He goes, give me money in 10 seconds. And he counts to 10 and he just shoots him right at one. Pow.
20 seconds, but yeah, same idea.
20 seconds. Mike, you've seen this movie more than me.
Well, I just watched it too. I said it was 20. 20 seconds, bro. But then he goes and sees Jimmy, and now Jimmy's just living in squalor with his wife. It's like a really depressing, dysfunctional family. You know, I guess they're on speed or hair. It looks like they're on heroin, but they're on speed maybe. And then Chopper is like, what does Chopper tell Neville in that scene? Like, we got to kill, or what does he tell Jimmy in that scene? Like, we're going to kill Neville, or there's a contract on me. What do you know about? He goes like, what do you know about the contract?
Yeah, he wants Jimmy to like come clean with him and say, oh, there's a contract on you, and who's put the contract out and all that.
And Jimmy tries to be like, hey,
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then the wife is like, don't talk about that in front of the kids. Blah, blah, blah. I love how Jimmy's watching dog racing on TV. That's really low.
So then he goes to Jimmy's house and he's going to do, and he has to pull the same shit. Like, just let me in.
And then here comes the big finish. They go to Bojangles. Jimmy calls Neville. And then now the Turkish guy's back. Okay, so we still don't know what's up with this Turkish guy. The Turkish guy takes Chopper outside, and Chopper's all paranoid, and he ends up pulling out his 410 and shooting him in the eye and killing him. And then Jimmy's girlfriend's watching.
Which was a great scene from a violence perspective. It was brutal.
And it's also like very surreal.
Yeah.
And then, Chopper he talks to the cops the next day, and the cops are like, what are you talking about, Chopper? Like, we know you didn't kill him. We already arrested the guy who did it. Like, what is this? So then they eventually, the witness comes forward, Jimmy's wife. They go to trial. There's this weird, surreal, like, play sing-song version of the events. It's pretty cool, but kind
of
like
a lullaby, kind of, in a way. They do it like a lullaby.
Yeah, it's all rhymey. I mean, I guess it's kind of speaks to Chopper's weird childlike nature. He is kind of like a big violent kid. He gets jealous. He gets his emotions are very obvious, and they're like compulsive. Like, he can't control his emotions. He's like a bratty, violent kid, but everybody thinks he's funny and everybody likes him. And I guess he goes back to prison because he shot Neville. And
because he shot the Turk, right? Is that what he goes to jail for? Or he totally gets off?
He gets off on that, but he goes to jail for shooting Neville in his house. And so then, but Neville didn't die. So then Chopper's in prison and he's famous and he's flirting with the girl and the newscaster, and then he watches himself in the news, and then the two guards are watching him with him, and they're like very nerdy. They're like, that's great. Oh, we got to close the door, Chopper. And he's like, oh, it's all right. It's okay. I understand. And then he's just like alone in his cell.
No happy ending.
But eventually he gets out and becomes famous, I guess. And, you know,
Wow.
probably banged a lot of chicks and did a lot of speed or shot a lot of little guns and
did a lot of interviews.
Yeah, you know, lifted a lot of weights, or you know, he's charming, he's charismatic. He had a following.
He wrote a lot of books. He wrote at least like three or four,
right.
I think.
Books.
And he would just talk about his, like, they're just stories about his life. He wrote a book called How to Shoot Friends and Influence People.
Funny.
Chopper 5, Don't Go Breaking My Legs. I met a bloke who was always paranoid that he was going to be murdered, so I shot him.
Creative titles.
I mean, it's hard to say how much of this is real, how much of it is bullshit. Who's gonna like explain it? Like, who cares? Like, we just want, he's a funny guy. You just want to hear Chopper talk. The man's got charisma. He's got it. You can't deny it.
You can't deny it. He's got it.
And now he's dead. R.I.P. Chopper.
59. That's pretty young to die.
Yeah, well, he lived fast and hard.
Yeah, he lived a hard life.
Live fast, die young.
Yeah.
God always sticks to good ones, you know?
Yeah.
It's true.
Right?
It's very true.
The sweet ones. So what do we learn? What's the lesson of Chopper? What's the big takeaway?
Crime doesn't pay. You just end up in jail alone.
Salient point.
Yeah, violence is
always the answer.
Is never the answer. Yeah.
It solves everything.
Yeah, violence solves everything.
I think the lesson is you can get away with anything if you're cool and charming.
Yes. Exactly.
To a point. I mean, you can't get away with everything, but you get away with a lot. You can do a lot if you got the gift of gab.
It's like Bugs Bunny, you know?
Yes. Or Bugs Bunny, he's got the gift of gab. He's very slick.
He gets away with all kinds of shit.
Trying to think of another gangster like this.
But eventually it catches up to you.
Nico Brown. Did he have the gift of gab? Not really.
Michael Corleone.
Well, it's interesting. Like, some people, like, what's his face from American Gangster, when he got Frank Lucas, when he started showing off, that destroyed him. That just the FBI just fucking took him down
on the radar.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I guess you're lucky if you can get out alive with this shit. Once you go down this road of criminal behavior, there's really it really is a dead end street.
Especially being a criminal and then also being a rat. He was like both sides of that and didn't get killed, which is impressive.
Well, what's everybody's ratings? What do you give it?
5 stars. I love this movie. I think it's awesome. I can watch it anytime. I think I watched it twice before we did our thing today. It's a great movie.
2 times. Wow. I give it 4.9.
Whoa. What missed that 0.1? What takes the 0.1 off?
I don't know. It's not, I wouldn't say it's magical, it's good. It's entertaining. 4.9. I'm not going to give it 5 stars. It's no Godfather 2, It's not
okay.
It's not a play. It's not like a fucking Shakespeare play or something,
It's no Godfather 2.
It's no Godfather 2.
I'll give you that. It's no Godfather 2. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's 5 stars, but it is, I mean, for other people, I feel like it's more of a 4-star recommendation. It's like it doesn't really add up to much in the end. There is no big like the plot is very loose. It's just a character piece. But it's got a great performance. I love it, but it's like I get it. Not everybody loves this movie as much as me. And also like some of the weird stylistic choices people don't like. They think it's pretentious. They think it's try hard. Or that little lullaby at the end is, I don't know how effective that is. I like it because it's got Eric Bana talking, but I mean, is there at the end of the day, is this like an emotional gut punch of a movie? I'm not sure, but it's very entertaining. And look, it's a first movie. I mean, it's pretty awesome for a first movie. Like usually you don't get good acting right out the gate like this. Because it's a first time movie for the director, but it's also like a first starring role for the lead actor, and it's like a star making role.
Yeah,
or it gave him the chance to be a star. So it's like I give it an extra boost for being like, these people don't even have a lot of experience, and it got them out of Australia. That's not easy, This is like Crocodile Dundee shit. This is like Crocodile Dundee if he was cool. I would honestly love a sequel, Chopper in America.
I would want to see Chopper kill Crocodile Dundee.
Chopper versus Crocodile Dundee. That would be a good movie. Chopper versus Yahoo Serious. Young Einstein meets Chopper.
Mad Max. You fit Mad Max in there somewhere.
Ooh, I would love or like he's in prison and then Humongous shows up in prison. Should we do Road Warrior next to keep the Australian thing going? I mean, that's a great movie.
I'd like to watch that again.
Did you see the trailer for the new Mad Max movie, Furiosa?
No, I did not. Yeah. I didn't even see Fury Road. I never watched it.
It's the chick from The Witch is now the lead character.
It's not the one from the other movie?
Charlize, it's a prequel. It's about her coming. So it's Anya Taylor-Joy,
she's hot and all. I don't know how
she's very pretty. It's like I don't know how tough she is. I mean, Charlize Theron is very tough. Like she's huge. I saw her at there was a movie she's in called Young Adult, and she did like a Q&A with like the director and other actors. She is a giant, beautiful African woman. She's, speaking of Australians, I mean, she's South African, but like
that's basically Australian.
She's like 5'11", towering woman, huge. Her and Devil's Advocate, for me, it was like, even though she was crazy and like cutting her wrist, I was like, love those nude scenes. She was hot. I say, George Miller, you made a mistake going with Anya Taylor-Joy. Right.
Who would you have cast?
Charlize Theron. Let's do a sequel. Yeah, just do a sequel with her.
Yeah, that probably would have been better.
Look, recasting is a very risky thing. Like if you had to do the Chopper prequel, like young Chopper, it's like, yeah, the character is awesome, but you're gonna cast like some little kid? This is not what I want to see. Goodfellas, the middle school years. I mean, no one wants to see that. You brought up Godfather 2. Godfather 2 is like a very interesting movie because it's a prequel and a sequel. And
that's right.
It won Best Picture. And you can see like Rocky 2 and Empire Strikes Back are both influenced by Godfather 2. And then in the 80s, it's like, it's all about making sequels and they just churn them out. So, Godfather 2 is Godfather 2 is amazing. Godfather 2 is amazing, but it led to a horrible trend in Hollywood of sequels.
Interesting.
There's a lot of shitty sequels out there. Porky's 2, The Next Day.
Yeah.
Porky's Revenge. These are not good movies.
No. Toy Story 2, I don't know.
But then again, Ernest Goes to Jail, the third one, that actually was the best one. So it's
an outlier.
Can't believe they never made a Goonies sequel.
I know. Or Ferris Bueller. They wanted to.
What happened?
They couldn't write a script. The Goonies also, they aged very quickly. Very quickly. And I don't know how popular that movie was.
Home Alone 2?
Home Alone 2, they kicked out very quickly. Lost in New York.
I
would love to see Chopper as the gangster in Home Alone, trying to kill that kid. Maybe
Back to the Future. Yeah, it's all about sequels now. Now they have franchises, you know? Fast and the Furious.
And like I said, you know, Godfather 2 started this, but also James Bond had a ton of sequels, Planet of the Apes. So maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Dracula.
Yeah.
Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein. There's lots of fucking Frankenstein movies.
Yeah.
Bride of Frankenstein.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I would love to see a movie like Cock of Frankenstein. It's just like his cock is alive, you know? It's alive, and it's like being electrocuted. It's the cock of Frankenstein. There's actually a movie called Dracula's Dog. This is a real movie. It's about Dracula's dog. Not Dracula, his dog. It's a 70s film.
Wow.
Is the dog also a vampire, or?
I believe it has. I've never seen it. It has red eyes, so I believe it has some sort of supernatural power.
That's pretty scary.
Hitler's Car. That might be a cool movie.
Huh. Hitler's Watch.
Hitler's Watch.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful watch. Where'd you get it?
Yeah.
It actually belonged to Adolf Hitler.
Yeah. This was Adolf. This came from Hitler.
Indiana Jones wants it.
Yeah. Hitler's watch.
That's Hitler's watch. That belongs in my house. They're like, what? Don't you want it in a museum? No.
No.
Well, you know, Rasputin's penis is in a jar. That was saved. Yeah, there's a photo of a really hot Russian chick looking at Rasputin's penis.
Wow.
That's amazing. It's a huge cock.
Oh, well, there you go. What about Einstein's brain? Did they save that?
Have you seen that documentary of that Japanese guy looking for Einstein's brain?
No.
I have not.
It's really funny. It's really good too. It just shows him going around asking a bunch of people, have you seen Einstein's brain? Einstein's brain. He just keeps going with this really funny Japanese accent, asking people where Einstein's brain is. And I won't ruin it too if they found the brain or not, but it's a really funny documentary.
I got to check that out. Thanks for the rec. David, do you have any recommendations for the audience? Anything you've seen lately? Anything you're enjoying?
I don't. You put me on the spot here. Not at the moment. I said Godfather 2. You know, I watched Godfather 1 and 2, and I liked 1 better.
Yeah. 1 is better. 1 is so short and so epic. It's not like, because you remember it being really long, and like now movies are so fucking long. Like Killers of the Flower Moon is
so long.
Godfather 2 Godfather 1 moves very fast, and it's like really, it's like the wedding, and then it's like they go to California, then
it's like a play. They introduce a scene, they introduce a character, then like, you know,
they have the hit, he goes to Italy,
the character, you know, plays like a role later on in the movie.
They go to Vegas.
You know, it's like scene 2. It reminds me of like a play. It's really nice. It's really beautiful. It's not some like mafia movie where they're in like, you know, New Jersey, you know, eating fucking.
They are in New Jersey.
Bacon. Yeah, but it's not like they are. You know.
It's
And then
what about what do you think of
never made another good movie again?
That's not true.
What did he make?
Apocalypse Now.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
He made Peggy Sue Got Married. He made
yeah, right.
He made 2 cool movies in the 80s, Rumblefish and The Outsiders. I think Rumblefish is better. There's a new cut of Godfather 3 called the Coda.
Was this Al Pacino's first movie? He's full-blooded. He's Sicilian too. I looked it up. Both his parents are Sicilian, and he grew up in Harlem.
I don't know his first movie, but I know his first big role is Panic in Needle Park. That's really good. He plays a junkie. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's like late 60s. Al Pacino. What else was he in? I don't know. You ever see Cruising? That's a good Al Pacino movie.
No, I'll have to check it out.
He plays a cop who goes undercover in gay nightclubs. We already did an ep on it. It's classic. Conversation. You didn't like that, right? Francis Ford Coppola movie.
I don't know if I saw that.
Gene Hackman, Conversation. You never saw that?
No, I haven't seen it. Oh, that was we're in San Francisco.
Yeah. He's like not a spy. He's
I love that movie.
Surveillance guy.
Yeah, so he's just like a surveillance weirdo, and they're in Union. Oh, that movie was good.
Coppola did Godfather, Conversation, Godfather 2, then Apocalypse Now. So that 4 run is like, that's like Joe Montana in the 80s. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a young stud. Oh, didn't he do? Oh no, that was American Graffiti was the other guy.
So. He produced it, George Lucas. Yeah, so he's working on a new
Godfather
movie.
Godfather 3. It's made in 1990, right? 1990, and I'm gonna rewatch it, but I watched the trailer and it was kind of.
There's a new version that is better.
When I was gonna stop, they pull me back in. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. That's
the
like
real shitty thing in Godfather 3. The really unforgivable thing is that Robert Duvall is not in it because they didn't want to pay him enough money.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So they cast George Hamilton, who's
Isn't it Andy Garcia in that too? You give me the order, I make him dead.
Yes, Andy Garcia is in it, and Sofia Coppola is in it.
Andy Garcia is not Italian.
No, he's Cuban.
He's Cuban, but whatever.
He's dark. He's got all. He kind of looks like Al Pacino.
You give me the order, I make him dead. And then
Al Pacino has weird hair in Godfather 3 also. He doesn't look like Michael Corleone.
No, he looks like the devil's advocate or some shit, And
he wears like a cardigan. He wears like a cardigan and he has short, like white.
Yeah, he's wearing a cardigan. Yeah, and in the movie it's called The Death of Michael Corleone. Or is that the new version?
That's a new version.
Oh, that's the trailer I watched. The Death of Michael Corleone. Based on a book by Mario Puzo.
It's really bad because also like they killed Fredo, right? And so this one's all about like he feels guilty about killing Fredo. And then what's the sister's name?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Sophia Coppola?
Tessa or something. Like she comes back, she's like, Michael, I forgive you for killing Fredo or whatever. It's like very dumb. It's like, okay, this family should not be hanging out together anymore. Like, it's like
bad.
You've given your sister. I mean, that's Francis Ford Coppola's sister playing, the sister in the movie. It's like you're giving her a big role. You don't have Robert Duvall. You have George Hamilton. This is very dumb.
But you couldn't pay Robert Duvall. Why he costs too much now. He's not. He's in some stuff. He had to have been in the movie, and he could afford it. He passed away probably, right?
Nah, he's still alive. He's very old though.
Let's go hang out with him.
I would love to hang out with Robert Duvall.
Well, I'm sure you can hang out with him. He's in a senior home or something.
You know who I saw last night in Hollywood at this like little. My girlfriend's friend is like a singer and this chorus thing, and it was maybe 30 people were there, and Bill Pullman was in the audience. Star of Ruthless People.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Oh, wow.
Fucking Independence Day, Lost Highway. I did not hang out with him. I was,
starstruck.
I didn't want to bother him. I was starstruck. I wanted to suck his dick, but I didn't make the move.
Yeah.
Hard.
You wanted to fucking...
It's a public place. It's tough. That's really tough.
And then afterwards, I was like thinking about
Who the hell is this guy? Spaceballs? Is he which guy? The main guy?
Yes.
Lone Star. Yeah. Independence Day is the president.
What's he look like now? He's like he's an old man. His daughter was in a high school play or something.
Yeah, it's like a little Hollywood thing. And then
yeah, little Hollywood thing.
I watched an extremely shitty movie he was in recently called Cold Feet. It's a comedy western from the 80s that no one has seen for a good reason. I wanted to bring that up afterwards. It's like, what if I told him, like, hey, man, I love Cold Feet, even though I don't like it?
He's kind of an interesting actor because even at the time when I was watching Spaceballs, I knew that he was just like, to me as a kid, I thought he's kind of like a low budget Harrison Ford. Like he's never going to be a famous actor, you know? I don't know. He's like a knockoff Harrison Ford. And then I don't think I remember watching him in anything else ever again.
Independence Day,
he's the president, which the president is just kind of like anyone could be the president. It's not like a real role, you know?
He's like a white guy.
Yeah,
white
he's
guy
just
president.
like a basic looking white guy. Like a knockoff Harrison Ford. You can't afford Harrison Ford? Use this guy.
Yeah. So, Eric Bana, we should have, you could have had the career like Bill Pullman. You could have played president. Maybe in the 90s. Maybe it was too late for Eric Bana. Maybe it's, maybe we live in the United States of wokeness now and it's just not going to work out for the white man.
Yeah, you got to have Chance the Rapper play the president or something. What? You know
what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be, Chance the Rapper because the 90s were racist. They made Urkel, So
we feel guilty about Urkel, so now we have to make up. I would love to see Urkel as the president of the United States.
Yeah, I want to see Urkel break out of that role and become the next,
Denzel.
Samuel L. Jackson, he's just in every movie. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, well, I guess that wraps things up.
All righty.
Right on.
Should everybody watch Chopper. Live the life of Chopper. Try to be like Chopper. Just be cool. Pull your dick out. Shoot a guy in the eye.
Only shoot bad people.
When you go to a friend's house, be courteous. Take out your 5 guns before you enter, but keep one just for your
dynamite.
For your protection, your dynamite. All right, later, people.
Later, man.
This is Mark Brandon Chopper Reed. You want to listen really careful to what I'm going to tell you. So listen clear, the man you love to fear. So listen clear, the man you love to fear. So listen clear, clear. The man you love to fear. I didn't like me, Joe. And they hate me because I've succeeded in my life. Tuckle chop chop, where's the cash at? You tuckle chop chop, where's the cash at? Nothing will come close to a streak of a Melbourne gangster. And they hate me because I've succeeded in my life. You tuckle chop chop. Listen really careful to what I'm going to tell you. Where's the cash at? I didn't like me, So listen clear, the man you love to fear. So listen clear, the man you love to fear. The man you love to fear. I would like to thank all those people out there for trying to shit on me. You're an inspiration. So all the people that shit on me out there have fucking made me what I am today.
What's your opinion?
I'm just a bloody normal bloke. Normal bloke who likes a bit of torture.